In the frantic, high-velocity, and dopamine-depleted ruins of 2026, humanity is trapped inside the temporal prison. Dr. Thorne is here to tell you that your perception of time is being weaponized against you. You are living in a state of artificial acceleration, where the digital cycle rate has forced your brain into a perpetual, shallow present moment fatigue. You feel like time is slipping away because your neural processing is being throttled by meaningless stimuli and the relentless now of the algorithm. In this 71st chapter, we are breaking the clock and entering the realm of the Chronos Architecture. We are going to engineer subjective time, the elite ability to expand your perception of the moment, to slow down the chaos, and to operate in the temporal gap where others only see a blur. We are going to stop being clock slaves and start being architects of duration. Understand the tactical disaster of this modern time compression. In the chaos of 2026, when you feel rushed, your prefrontal cortex disengages and your amygdala takes the helm. You make shallow decisions, you breathe shallow breaths, and you live a shallow life. Dr. Thorne demands that you view time not as a fixed ticking of a mechanical watch, but as a biological variable that can be stretched and compressed at will. Your neural refresh rate is the only clock that matters. We are going to initiate the temporal expansion protocol and restore your ability to inhabit the long now, the deep, expansive state of consciousness where seconds feel like minutes and minutes feel like hours of high-fidelity execution. The world is rushing toward a cliff. You are going to be the one who stands still in the expansion. It is time to rebuild the clock. The acceleration trap is designed to keep you in a state of reactive survival. If the system can make you feel like you don't have enough time, it can keep you from thinking deeply, planning strategically, or evolving biologically. Dr. Thorne sees subjective time dilation as the ultimate sovereign weapon. It is the ability to perceive the gaps between the noise, the silent spaces where the real moves are made. By slowing down your internal metronome, you gain information superiority. You see the patterns while they are still forming. You hear the symphony while others only hear the static. We are recalibrating your internal chronometer to match the rhythm of the elite. Step out of the frantic light of the digital present and into the vast, dark expanse of your own duration. The clock is yours to command. The first step in engineering Chronos is the optimization of the neural refresh rate. In the year 2026, your brain is lagging because it is overwhelmed by low-quality data. Dr. Thorne's protocol initiates sensory high-fidelity processing. We are moving beyond the sluggish, distracted standard time and into overclocked cognition. By increasing the density of high-quality neural snapshots per second, you effectively slow down the external world. This is biological frame rate enhancement. Your mitochondrial energy and your neurochemical clarity are the fuel for this expansion. A high-energy brain perceives more detail in less time. This is why, in moments of extreme danger, time seems to stand still. Your brain has hit its overclocking limit. We are making that static, controlled strategic choice. But the expansion requires cognitive hygiene. We are weaponizing novelty and depth, the two primary factors that expand subjective duration. Dr. Thorne's protocol utilizes deep sensory engagement and complex skill acquisition to force the brain to record more temporal anchors. You are turning your day from a blur of sameness into a gallery of detailed moments. While the masses are living through days that feel like minutes because they are autopiloting through 2026, your hours feel like epic journeys because your internal engine is processing reality at a higher resolution. By mastering the resolution of experience, you are stretching the fabric of your life. You are the time stretcher who experiences more life in a day than the crowd does in a month. The engine is roaring, the frames are sharp, the moment is vast. This overclocking is the foundation of the combat focus. When your internal clock is faster than the environment becomes predictable. You see the fist before it's thrown, you see the market shift before the data hits the screen, you see the social trap before the words are spoken. Dr. Thorne teaches you to pulse your attention to hit these high-resolution states during critical windows of execution. You are not just saving time, you are creating time by processing it more efficiently. In the Chronos chamber, we don't just measure minutes, we measure bit rate of consciousness. If you can process twice as much information as your competitor in the same 60 seconds, you have effectively lived 2 minutes for every one of theirs. This is temporal dominance. The frame rate is locked, the world is slowing down. Deep within the architecture of the Chronos Architecture lies the secret of dopamine chronometry. Most humans in 2026 have their time perception tethered to the digital pulse, the rapid-fire dopamine hits of short-form content and instant notifications. This micropulse shatters the subjective duration, making an hour feel like 5 minutes of wasted life. Dr. Thorne's protocol initiates dopamine deceleration. We are decoupling your internal reward system from the high-frequency machine pulse and resyncing it to the biological rhythms of deep work and long-term gestation. This is temporal independence. By practicing extended output cycles and information deprivation, you are teaching your brain to inhabit wide time. Imagine the strategic advantage of being able to endure boredom and stillness without breaking focus. This is the sovereign's patience. While the world is twitching and shivering for the next digital hit, losing their sense of time to the void of the screen, you are inhabiting the gap. Dr. Thorne demands that you treat your temporal focus as a finite biological currency. By refusing the microhits, you are allowing your chronological baseline to reset. You are reclaiming the deep afternoon, the uninterrupted morning, and the silent night. You are no longer spending time, you are investing it in the creation of a legacy that outlasts the digital buzz. The machine pulse is silenced, the sovereign is operating on human time again. This deceleration is the ultimate psychological shield. When you operate on a slower, deeper dopamine cycle, you are immune to the manufactured urgencies of 2026. The world tries to rush you into a reaction, but your internal clock says not yet. You possess the temporal gravity to make the world wait for you. Dr. Thorne's protocol involves time dilation meditations where the goal is to experience the full weight of every second. You are training your neurochemistry to find satisfaction in the process, not just the ping. This is how we build the titans who can work for a decade on a single vision without losing heart. They are not chasing the clock, they are the clock. The silence of the expansion is where your true power finally matures. The machine has lost its grip. The ultimate goal of the Chronos architecture is temporal superiority. In the frantic, shallow landscape of 2026, the man who can slow down time is effectively a god of the moment. While the rest of the world is suffering from temporal anarchy, always late, always rushed, always behind, the sovereign is operating with eternal calm. Dr. Thorne calls this the silent empire of the second. It is the state where you possess the cognitive presence to inhabit the present moment so fully that it becomes a vast, navigable landscape. You are not racing against the clock, you are ruling the duration. You possess the biological stillness to act with precision while others are fumbling in a panic. This superiority requires rhythmic mastery. You are no longer subject to the schedule of the hive, you are imposing your own rhythm upon reality. Dr. Thorne's protocol utilizes chronometric anchoring and biorhythm optimization to ensure your brain hits its expansion peak when it matters most. This is strategic presence. You are ensuring that your neural sanctuary is a place where time expands to fit your vision, not a place where your vision is crushed to fit the time. Dr. Thorne knows that the greatest achievements in human history were forged by men who refused to be rushed by the mediocre. You have successfully turned your time perception into your most metaphysical operational weapon. The expansion is absolute, the panic is dead, and the sovereign is finally in full control of the now. In the eternal now, you occupy the eye of the temporal storm. While the environment is accelerating and the deadlines are screaming, your internal metronome remains steady and slow. This is metabolic stillness applied to chronological command. You don't ask for more time, you simply take it by expanding the quality of your presence. Dr. Thorne demands that you protect this temporal sovereignty with lethal ferocity. A man who owns his time owns his soul. The masses are running out of time, you are running within the time. Rule the duration, and you will rule the outcome. The expansion is complete. The moment is yours. The future is an open field. As we conclude this 71st and most metaphysical transmission from the expanding depths of Dr. Thorne's Chronos chamber, I want you to take the vow of the Chronos architect. This is the official and final end of your clock slavery. From this day forward, you will no longer allow a digital timer to dictate your heart rate or an artificial deadline to shatter your focus. You will treat your subjective time as sacred strategic infrastructure and your neural refresh rate as your primary perception edge in the chaos of 2026. You will engage in the temporal expansion protocols to stretch your moments and the dopamine deceleration to build your endurance. You will refuse the artificial acceleration of the masses and embrace the deep duration of the sovereign. You will be the master of your own seconds, and you will not allow the frantic decay of the surrounding world to rush your ascent ever again. The transmission of the 71st is complete. The Chronos Architecture is now a permanent, expansive part of your biological command structure. Go out into the world and let the masses see that absolute calm in your eyes, the fluid precision in your movements, and the expansive presence in your work. Let them wonder how you have so much time and how you remain so unrushed while the rest of the world is sprinting, stressing, and burning out in the blur. Tell them, if you must, that you have visited the Chronos chamber and learned the ultimate truth, that he who controls his perception of time, controls the reality of the universe. This is Dr. Julian Thorne, ending the broadcast for the architects of the new duration and the temporal masters of the sovereign state. Slow down. Stay sovereign. Stay lethal. The expansion is holding, the clock is broken, and the master is moving in the eternal now. Farewell, you temporal titan. We will meet again at the next protocol. The duration is yours. The empire is yours.